In today's video, I'm going to be doing the long-awaited Noob to Pro episode 4. Now, of course, I'm going to show a clip on the screen. We have now maxed out for friend requests. I appreciate all of you who sent a request, and I'm sorry if you did not get accepted. I accepted as many as I could, up to 200, but sadly, we are now maxed out. We got a few people surrounding me, but anyways, we are here in the 3.0 update, guys. So what we are going to do is there are 2 new codes. We are going to enter those. It's hollow, so we're going to enter that one first, putting us up over 1,000 gems, and then we have quest fix. Alright, so we're gonna enter both of these codes. We're sitting at 1,300 gems, and we can see that in the summon area we have Broly and a legendary I don't know the name of. Not gonna try. So the point is, not good banner here, so we're gonna wait this out. And guys, today's episode is gonna be a lot longer. Okay, the plan is today's episode is just gonna be me going through sand and probably even Marines Ford. That will be the plans for today's episode. I plan on making longer episodes so the series isn't that long. So I hope you guys do enjoy that type of style. We are going to get straight into our first game of the episode. So our first game is going to be Hidden Sand Village, Act 1, The Immortal Ninja. Now, I've mentioned this in past episodes. If you have any ideas for future episodes, make sure you let me know. You have a challenge you want me to do, something like that, feel free to let me know. Of course, the only unit we have currently is actually Dio, Law, Speedwagon, and Sakura. So we may struggle when it comes to this area, especially the last act. So I'm hoping that by that time, maybe we get a Giorno banner. Giorno would be such a big W, and of course we don't have pity, but we can hope for the best luck. So what we're going to do is we're going to start placing our Dio here. Every time we do Sand Village, we are going to place our Dio here, and then we'll place 2 up here, and then sell this one and place him up here. But for now, I'm going to place 1 more Dio up here, and then I'm going to start farming, and I'll get back to you guys. Of course, the new Anime Adventures update just dropped recently. With the new 3.0 update, we got introduced to the new Bleach map. So I want to hear what you guys think about the new units, the new map. What do you guys think about it? Personally, I will say this is my opinion. I think that the power creep was so crazy this update that it's probably not a good sign. The immense amount of power creep that was in this update worries me for the future of this game, but we'll have to wait and see, and hopefully we'll be all good. And if we ever do get stuck, just keep in mind we are going to go back and do hard mode on planet Namek, and then we'll do Namek Infinite if we have to. So keep in mind, that's what the plan is. Alright, so if we ever get stuck, we're going to go grind some gems, and I'll just put a time-lapse on through that part. So if you want to skip over that in the video, feel free to do so. But I don't think it will happen this episode. Probably won't struggle in this area, but I don't know about Marines Ford. I think if we get Irwin, we are secure to get through Marines Ford 100%. So we can hope that we get an Irwin banner, but we'll have to wait and see. One thing I do want to mention, if you're already added with me, or you find yourself in a game with me, please don't join me in the lobby. I am doing a Noob to Pro. I'm trying to do it solo. So I'm sorry if I don't let you in, and the pure reason is just because it's a Noob to Pro and I am playing solo. There we are, just finished maxing out all 3 of my farms, making a solid 7,500 income. So we are going to start upgrading our deals. We're going to do the same strat we did last time. I don't remember what boss is here, but we are just going to get our deals to full damage, so right before time stop, like so. And then we are going to get some laws down, and then we will save so when the boss comes out we have enough to get a Dio time stop. And don't forget to put our Sakura down with tiny range, by the way. So it might be worth trying to reroll on our Sakura, but we'll have to find out. So yeah, we'll wait and see. Once we get better units, I'm pretty sure that we will be rerolling on our Sakura, but until then, I think we're pretty good. So here we are approaching wave 15. We have 3 Dios down. Of course, once the boss comes out, we'll get one of them time stop. We have 5 laws and 2 Sakuras. So I actually don't know what boss this is. I completely forgot. So we're going to wait, see what the boss is, wait for him to come out. We're getting a lot. Oh, there we go. All right. So the boss is out. We're just going to kill these few guys in the back. And then I am going to get the time stop, just like so. It used the time stop on something in the front, but we'll be fine. We are shredding this boss. The laws are doing their job as the boss killers. There we are. Take the boss down. GG's. We're going to get our first completion bonus with the just completion bonus in general. That's going to be 80 in total. Get some nice levels on my deal. Level up my deal. That's very nice. Get our 2 ramen bowls, which we will certainly be using on our deal, or maybe an Irwin if we get that in the future. We will claim our daily quest of getting the Immortal Ninja defeated for an extra 10. And it seems like we do have a daily quest as well. Clear any story stage 1 time. There we are. Complete that. And I just noticed this is actually going to be one of the first daily quests we can do. All we have to do, clear 2 challenges, kill some enemies, and do some stories. So we are going to check if the story is something, or sorry, the challenge. The challenge is something we are able to do. So we may have possibly lost this challenge, but we're going to put that to the side. Alright, it never happened. We would never lose a challenge. I mean, that would be terrible. We would absolutely never, ever lose a challenge. We did not lose it. Alright, so moving on. Act 2, the Monster of the Hidden Mist. Alright, this is the second game we are playing of this episode. We have tried nothing else this episode, just story. So we will see in the future if if we do try challenges, but you know, maybe, just maybe not though, because I heard challenges are pretty hard and I would never want to lose in one of my videos, so probably won't do that. But we're going to continue off with Act 2, the Monster of the Hidden Mist. So for Act 2, we are going to be running the same strat as we used for Act 1. We're just going to simply use some Dios, some Sakura buffs, and of course our laws. Until we get Irwin, it's pretty much going to stay the same, and of course if we ever struggle, chances are this is probably the best setup we can do. So if we do ever struggle, that's just a point where we aren't outputting enough DPS, and I will certainly have to just maybe go grant some gems, wait for a new banner, something like that, just to get a new good unit that we can work with. I appreciate the support we've seen on the last few videos. We are already up to like 18.2k subs. It's actually crazy. Of course, our next milestone is 20k, and we certainly are going to hit that pretty soon with how much we are gaining. And of course, if you guys have future video ideas, or you want to see this series more, but you want to see it with some sort of twist, you can always let me know down below in the comments. I look at my comments, I read them, I heart every single comment, and of course I will make more Noob to Pro episodes in the future, so don't worry about asking me when the next episode is. It is gonna come. It's just that sometimes when there's a new update, I am obviously orienting my content around the new update instead of working, you know, on an alt account, because I still don't have all the units I want on my main. A few days into the update, I have all the new mythics level 80 evo, so I really don't need to worry about that. So yeah, we are back up onto doing like challenge videos or Noob to Pro videos. We'll still have some more informational content coming, but I'm just saying that we are going to start getting those videos more often. Alright, so we got 5 laws maxed out, and I accidentally upgraded one of my Dios to time stop earlier, so it's unfortunate, but it's fine. We got that Dio maxed out, and then we have our other 2 Dios on damage, and we have our Sakura. So now we're just waiting for the boss. I highly doubt we'll have any issues. The other boss got shredded and barely got anywhere. And of course, if we need to, we can always micro, so we'll have no issues here. We're going to kill off this second boss and move on to the next area. Alright, so here is the boss, and we can already see 6,500 HP. We've already ticked off 1,000. We just got a few thingies coming through. We do have good AoE on our Dios though. And there we are actually destroying now. We have our laws targeting the boss, so we'll be a-okay here. Anyways, he is going to die to the explosion from whatever Dio time stop has. And there we are. Just have to kill off these last clone. No problem there. And of course, the clones seem to have more HP combined than the boss. But there we are. Wave completed. We have defeated Act 2. We get our extra 60 for first completion bonus. Got our Dio up to level 29. I haven't decided if we're going to use our runner balls on him yet. I think we're going to wait for next banner, which is in about 15 minutes. See if we get an Irwin and go from there. We do have our quest to complete over here. And let's just check in on the kill quest. So we just need 1,000 kills. We're already up to 606. We'll be completely fine there. We do need to clear 2 challenges, but that's not one we can do. So we're going to move on from that, and we are going to go into Act 3. We'll see how that goes. Once we're done with Act 3, the White Land, we should be able to see the new banner, and we'll go from there. Getting close to wave 15 here. Once again, we have 5 laws maxed out, and we have 2 damage Dios, and then we are working on maxing out this other Dio. So of course, we are maxing out, and we have some extra money, so it probably means we should try to get a new unit soon. Of course, we're not anywhere near level 20, so we won't be getting that 5th slot anytime soon. But we can try to get an Irwin and replace Law. That's what we are hoping for. New banner is in about 8 minutes here. So we are hoping that that new banner will either have Irwin or Giorno. And then if it's a good mythic, I mean, I'm not going to roll on it just because it's a good mythic. And because it's just an alt account and I don't have that many gems, so chances are I wouldn't get it. So here we are going to max out our Dio, sitting on an extra 14,000 yen. But here we are. I hope we don't have an issue here. The stun is pretty annoying, actually. We're letting some trainers get through here. And we do have more of the clones. We should be killing those off pretty soon here. You can notice that our laws are targeting the boss, and we are absolutely shredding the boss. And then we have our Dios out here getting these clones, and we should have no issue there. About to kill off the boss, like so. And then there we go, kill off the clones as well. So that's going to be game there. We do get our first completion bonus for an extra 60. We get our Dio up to level 30. We get our 2 ramen bowls. And we'll head back to the lobby and wait for the new banner and hope we get Irwin. We have 2 new quests to claim. We have the White Land for an extra 20, I think. And then we have Story 2, just completing some stages, for an extra 30. So we're sitting up to about 1,600 gems. If it's a good legendary, I'm not going to say for pity. I'm just going to gamble on it. Because, you know, that's how I roll. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to gamble on it if it's a legendary. And I'm kind of debating getting this luck pot for 200 gems. I don't remember what it boosts the legendary percent to. But I was thinking, like, if we got it, sure, we'd lose 4 rolls. But are those 4 rolls more important than a percentage boost? Probably not. So we are going to buy this luck pot, actually. We are going to be sitting at 1,400 gems. There we are. Bought the luck pot. And so we will use that if this is an Irwin or Giorno banner, and we will try to roll on it. Here we are. We have 8 seconds left on the banner. We are hoping for a good starter legendary, either Irwin or Giorno. Chances are we're not going to get it. Such a low chance, but we can see. And oh, well, would you look at that? We get Irwin, exactly what we were looking for. So we are going to pop this luck potion. Chances are we're not going to get it. We have 1,400 gems, just under 30 rolls, and we're going to see what we can get here. Obviously, getting Irwin would be such a big W. Chances are we're not, though. Alright, so moving on, we are obviously looking for Irwin. Getting a Whitebeard would be pretty cool, but main goal here is going to be Irwin. If we can get Irwin, that would be such a big W. Irwin can definitely carry us through when it comes to things like, oh, there we go. So there we are, guys. We got our Irwin. Of course, we didn't get anything else. No mythic. We didn't get a shiny Irwin, but that's alright. Just having Irwin himself is pretty good. We will take that. And I forgot that the game did add a lock feature. And so yeah, we're gonna just sell some of these units here. I'm gonna keep that shiny epic still. I think it looks pretty cool. So we are gonna sell these units, and of course we will lock our Irwin. We will lock our other units as well. This guy too. I mean, I don't really know what this guy's doing here. I don't know. He spawned in my inventory, but we did get Irwin. That's exactly what we were looking for. So we are going to actually feed our Irwin the food we have right now. Level 12, we will take that. Check out the new challenge. It is Starfruits right now, but it is Ghoul City. So we are unable to do that. And of course, we got Whitebeard. So I don't know how, that's lucky, okay? It's really lucky I got Whitebeard, and I am going to equip him over my Sakura here. We are just going to do it like so. I'm surprised we got Whitebeard. Like that. That was complete luck. Complete luck. I was going for Irwin. I got Whitebeard. It happened. Alright. So, Whitebeard, he's a good mythic. He's good for the knockback. And he's got decent DPS. But, of course, we aren't going to be able to get him evoed, which kind of sucks. So, it's going to take us quite a bit to get this guy evoed. But we will certainly go for it. I'm glad we got our first mythic on this account. And we're going to continue moving on. We will test him out once we do Hidden Sin Village Act 4, the Crow. We're going to test him out. We're going to see how much damage he does at max, non-evoed. He's level 1 as well, so probably not that much, but we will find out. Having Irwin and Whitebeard now, that's going to be a big plus to our team, and I highly doubt we'll have any issues going through Marines for it now. I just realized my mistake. I accidentally brought Sakura instead of Speedwagon. I don't know how I did that. I must have equipped Sakura instead of Speedwagon on accident. I meant to bring Speedwagon, so we're going to have no eco farming in this game. So we're going to see how that goes. I think I'm mainly just going to focus Whitebeard because I honestly don't know how good he is on Evoed, maxed out level 1. I am going to find out. I've never really had him before, so we'll have to find out and see if he's going to be viable for us before we get him Evoed. So it looks like he does start off on Cone AoE. Like I said, guys, I don't actually have Whitebeard on my main account. He's one of the only mythics I don't have on my main account that is not bad, alright? So obviously I don't have units like Armin that just aren't the best. I'm not going to have them, but Whitebeard's not the worst mythic in the game. Definitely a decent mythic, and I don't have him yet. So I'm glad I got him here on my alt account because I can certainly check him out. And we are going to do that. Of course, I will try to get him evoed. It will probably take me quite a bit of time. But we're just going to be maxing him out and see how good he gets because like I just said, I've never really had him. So we're going to have to see. So here we are. We have our Sakura and Irwin buff on. And at upgrade 3, we are at 754 damage level 1. So it's definitely really good. I do want to check how much we have without the Irwin buff. Of course, the Sakura and Irwin buff both do stack. So it's a pretty big W there. So we are at 1,000 damage now, and next upgrade we're going to get Earthquake. So we'll see how that goes, and of course we have our Irwin horses to catch all these leaks we're leaking. That's a big W. We're just going to solely focus on our Whitebeard and see how that goes. Now I don't know what's going to happen without our laws. We don't have that boss damage that we used to have. So I think it will definitely be worth it to have our Irwin horses, because they will certainly clean up the boss if it does get through. But for now, we're just messing around with Whitebeard to see how he is. So there we are. We got Whitebeard upgraded, and now we're sitting at full AoE. I had no clue that he was full AoE. But I guess he is. That is a big W. We will take that, of course. And we are getting red puppets. I didn't even know that we had red puppets yet. I didn't even notice. So we do have red puppets now. So we're just, now that we got our Whitebeard on the Earthquake move where he's full AoE, we are going to just focus on our horses, catch any leaks that get through, and we'll see how that plan goes. Approaching wave 15, and I just stick with the meta we said we were going to go with. Got that Whitebeard to the full AoE stage, and of course we are hard focusing on our Irwins. We're just going to rely on them to kill the boss because we know it's going to get through with, I don't know, maybe like 5,000 or 10,000 HP, and then from there the Irwins will just finish him off. That will be the plan. The red puppets are a little bit scary, but we should be fine there, and it's a fast boss, so that's perfect. It's perfect that the boss is fast because we do have our Irwin, so that was a great idea that we did get Irwin. And of course, we also have that Whitebeard, big W. So we're just going to try to kill out these red puppets. They're going to tank a few of my Irwins, but other than that, this guy, he's fast, right? He's fast, so we will get our Irwins hopefully up to a better stage here. I'm going to let this guy attack one more time, and then I'm going to sell him off to get another Irwin upgrade. So that will be the plan. They are all sitting at the 7,000 upgrade besides one. So we'll just wait and see. I'm hoping that we'll be fine. As long as he doesn't go invulnerable when my Irwins are trying to hit him, we should be a-okay. We're just going to slowly tick him off of his HP with our Irwin horses. And that's why we wanted Irwin, because Irwin is such a big W when it comes to trying to take their damage. And of course, he just tanked two of my horses. That's not good, but that's alright. We'll be fine here. I assume he's actually going to, I think he's going to tank all of these horses. I think he's going to go vulnerable. Oh, no. Okay, I was wrong. He only tanks one. That's a big W there. And of course, we have these red puppets to kill. No issue there. These Irwins are going to finish him off, and then we just have to go kill these red puppets, and that will be it. Game over. Kill these clones over here once we kill those puppets, and then we will be all fine defeating Act 3. I highly doubt we'll have any issues in the future. Of course, I forgot to bring my speedwagon, and we still did fine. So in the future, we will have enough money to max out and upgrade a bunch of stuff, so we will be a-okay. So it is unfortunate we forgot our speedwagon, but there we are. Oh, it spawned another clone. Alright, so we got, are there 2 clones in there? Yeah, there's 2 clones in there. We still will be fine. This is why Irwin is such a big W when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, because with Irwin, you have a constant influx of damage. And when you have a constant influx of damage on a longer map, which Sand is not a long map, but in long maps, a constant influx of damage with horses through story is just such a W, and you probably won't run into any issues. So there we are, defeating it, Act 4, the Crow, get our 80 in total, plus I think we get like 10 or 20 just because we defeated the boss. We'll check it out in a sec. Now, the next unit we're going to go for is either Giorno, or we may be saving, or trying to go for a Mythic. So there we are, get our extra 10 there. So now we just have to do challenges and get a few more kills, and once again, still can't do that challenge. So we're just going to move on and do the next act. Alright, so now that we have some new units, we definitely have a new game plan, and it's just going to be simply to start off with probably the Dio in the corner like we always do, and then I'm just going to max out Whitebeard once, just because I want to see his stats maxed out at this low level, and then once we're done with that, we're just going to solely focus on our Irwins, because no matter what happens, if we have all of our Irwins maxed out, we should 100% be able to kill the boss. The only issue we're going to have with the Irwin strat I'm talking about is on next act, Act 6, and that's because the boss next act does summon red puppets, and they come out with a lot of HP. So we're going to have to use something different there. We may have to bring back Law, because we need to be able to kill the boss before the boss starts summoning even more red puppets. So we need to set everything on strongest besides our Irwins, who will catch the red puppets, and then hopefully we kill the boss. That will be the game plan for that, because if we just let our Irwins try to kill them, what's going to happen is the boss is going to continuously spawn red puppets, meaning our Irwins will never get the chance to deal damage. And of course, that means we'll just lose. Alright, so we finished getting our farms all maxed out, and now we're going to work to getting a Whitebeard maxed out, and then we will solely focus all of our money on the Irwins. The reason we are going to get a Whitebeard maxed out and we're going to get a Dio time stop is because we will use the Whitebeard to hopefully, because he will have full AoE, to try to kill off the puppets and the boss, and then if the puppets do get through, we will obviously have Irwin to catch them. Alright, so wave 15 is now here, so we're going to sell up the speed cards, get as much extra money as we can. Here is the boss. So I think I may have said earlier, which is my bad, mistaking, that this boss was the one that summons. That is next act. I completely forgot to say that. This is just a tanky, slow boss, so we'll be fine with this guy. Next act is the boss that has a second stage where we start summoning red puppets, and for that boss we are certainly going to need to set up what I was doing here. I just completely forgot and mistaked that I thought it was this stage instead of next stage. So yeah, we will be fine with this fella, no issues here. Our Irwins will 100% take out the reanimated puppet if he gets through, which he certainly will because of how much HP he has. But anyways, we'll just speed this up a little bit because I know this is going to take a little bit to kill off this boss just because of how tanky he is. Alright, so here we are. We got the boss just down to about 2,500 HP. We'll have our Irwins finish this off, and that will be the end there. So we're just going to sell that fella, get that extra few cash, and there we are. We're about to kill him with these sets of horses. We have defeated it. Act 5, the revived puppet. Now next act is going to be a struggle. We are certainly not going to go for Whitebeard. I think we're solely going to focus on our Irwins first, and then we will probably do Dio time stops, and then we'll do Whitebeard if we have the money. We're going to return to lobby, take our extra first completion bonus, and we'll check out if we got any more quests completed. Of course, I do want to see if we do get a new challenge that we can do, because we are just sitting on the fact that we need a little bit more kills. It's going to happen, and then we need to clear 2 challenges. So I know a new challenge did just come out recently, and look at that. This is an absolutely perfect challenge for us. Starfruits Random, Planet Namek, Act 5. We won't have any issue with this challenge. So yeah, we'll run this real quick. We'll get our Starfruits, and we will start trying to evolve our Whitebeard. Alright, so I'm not going to show the gameplay of the challenge because this video is already going to be long with the fact that I'm doing Marines Fort and Hidden Sand Village. So I will just skip to the end once we defeat the challenge, and we will take those Starfruits. Alright, there we are. A challenge defeated. We get 30 gems from it, and the most important part, these Starfruits. We get 1 blue, 1 pink, 1 green, and 3 epics. That's pretty good. We will 100% take that. We do need the Quake Fruit to evolve our Whitebeard. So we're going to quickly go check actually what Starfruits we need for that because I completely forgot. So we'll check on that quickly, and then we are going to wait for the banner because it is coming soon. And if it is Giorno, I mean, we have 7 minutes of luck left, so we can 100% still gamble if we want. So we probably will, but we are going to just quickly check this out. For the Quake Fruit, which is what we need, we are going to need 2 mythics, 10 greens, 10 pinks, 13 blues, and 30 epics. We don't need any reds, which appear to be one of the harder ones to get, so that's a big W there. And I am actually going to ult F4 so my timer doesn't go down, and we will wait for the new banner, which is coming out in about 5 minutes. Alright, so booting the game back up, we have a new banner in like 10 seconds or something, so we're going to go check it out. Giorno would be a big W, and here we are. Alright, so we have Uryu as the mythic. That is a W mythic, so of course we would not get Uryu with a 10x, so we're not going to roll, but that is a W mythic right there. That is one of the new mythics as well, and we also have a new evo item in here, so I am going to buy that summon to get always a good use in the future, and we will take all the food we have and give it to Erwin. So we are going to move on, and we're going to check out the challenge. We cannot do the challenge, unfortunately. We still need to do one more challenge today. We're going to move on. We're going to do Hidden Sand Village Act 6, the Scorpion of the Red Sand. And like I was mentioning earlier, this is probably the one we may have some problems on. Chances are, because of how much this boss is going to summon, we may run into issues when it comes to DPS on killing the boss and the stuff the boss spawns. So we're going to have to deal with that. The plan will be to use Erwin to kill off the spawn stuff and use other units and put them on strongest to make sure we kill off the boss before they summon again. And if that goes wrong, we're going to have to replace Whitebeard for Law and go again. Because I know for sure if we get Law in here, we will be able to defeat the boss. We just got to put him on strongest. So that will be an easy win. But until then, we will try right now with Whitebeard and see how that goes. Now, maxed out all of our speed wagons. We've gotten our Dios to the time stop phase, and we are working on our Erwins. And I just realized that we're probably going to lose, mainly because we don't have enough AoE damage. And I probably, if I were to drop down a Whitebeard, get him up to the full AoE stage, I just don't think it would be enough. What we're going to struggle with is the fact that this boss does summon, and I don't know if it's like 4 or 6, but whatever it is, if I remember correctly, I think they have like 10,000 HP. Of course, this is such a long time ago I did this area. It totally could have been 10,000 on like hard mode or 10,000 in a challenge I did. So, you know, that could be 100% wrong. But if I am right on that and it is around 10,000 on the summoned HP units, then we're probably going to run into some issues. We just don't have the AoE damage that we need to kill them. Dios have 2-person AoE, meaning they hit 2 people. And Erwin is obviously single target with the horses. And then, of course, we do have the Whitebeard, like I was mentioning, but I don't know if it's going to be enough damage. So we're going to finish maxing out the Erwins and just try to get one of our Whitebeards up to that full AoE stage and hope it is enough. Of course, I will change my Dios to strongest and we will see how this goes. And if we do fail, we're going to switch out Whitebeard for Law just to kill the boss super fast that we don't have to worry about a bunch of things being summoned, so that we don't have to worry about AoE. So here we are, we have all of our Erwins maxed out now after this upgrade, like so. So we have all 3 of our Erwins maxed out. Now we're just going to get a Dio time stop, and then we're going to focus on trying to get more AoE with our Whitebeard. So you guys can see right here that this is a regular Red Puppet, one that hasn't been summoned, and it has 8,300 HP. So we can assume that probably the boss will be around 10k, which is unfortunate. So we're going to get this Whitebeard down, and we're not going to be able to get the Earthquake. So we're not going to have that AoE we're looking for, which is unfortunate, but we are going to try our best here. We will use our buffs in case that somehow does something. We have 2 of our Dios on strongest and the time stop one on first, and we're going to see how this goes. So you guys can see the first stage, we have 23,000 HP, and it's a fast boss, alright? So I actually didn't know it was fast. Chances are this boss might just walk right through our defense. And when it turns into the second form, it's gonna, oh, nope, never mind. That was faster than I thought, but you guys will see in a second here that it's gonna summon red puppets. So we are going to see some red puppets pop out, and we are hoping that we have enough DPS. So as you see there is the puppet master form, and we have these puppets coming out. There's so many of them, and they have just about 10,000 HP each. Like, this is not good. This is not good, everyone. We are 100% going to struggle with what's happening here. We are trying to focus down the boss, like I mentioned, because the faster we kill this boss, the less it can summon. And ideally, you know, that's obviously what we want. The less it can summon, the bigger W it is. And it's about to leave my range of my DPS units. This is not looking good, guys. Not looking good here. We can hope. Very, very slow, right? Very, very slow. Already down to 10k HP. But I don't think it's going to happen. We can try, though. I'm going to place down another Whitebeard. Just try to get that extra DPS. And I will place down, I guess, a few Dios. I don't know if it's going to do anything. But we will try our best. If we could kill the Puppet Master before it summons again, we might be fine. I think we'll be fine if we can kill him before he summons again. So that will be our goal here, just to kill before summon. We are going to sell all this. We got to keep our Irwins over here, though. Down to 4,000 HP. This is doable. This is really, really doable, all right? Our Irwin horses will hopefully finish off these puppets. We just can't get another summon. We just gotta kill the boss before we summon again. You get the kill. There we are. We got the kill before we got another summon. We may be fine. I think we're gonna be fine. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe not, guys. We're gonna have to find out. I'm gonna place down some Whitebeards and some Dios. Just do whatever I can to get this extra DPS in. Don't know if it's gonna do anything, but you never know. Because of how there's not that much track left, right? And our horses are being summoned, I think it's like every 10 seconds. So we are gonna have to wait and see. We have quite a bit of HP, and they are pretty fast. Actually, I should have gone for a Dio time stop. It would have been a lot smarter on my part. Instead of just wasting all of my money on these random units, I 100% should have gotten a Dio time stop. I'm sad I did not notice that beforehand, because we are not gonna have enough for a Dio time stop. We're just gonna be one upgrade shy, which is unfortunate, but it's all right, because I think we got this. I think we got this in the bag. These last Irwins are just going to finish off these red puppets. And here we go, guys. We had a little bit of a worry there. It was close, and it really got down to the end. But we did kill the Puppet Master, and we have defeated Hidden Sand Village Act 6. That is a big W, guys. So there we are. First completion bonus, we get our 80 in total. And if it's like the other areas, then we should get extra gems because it was a boss. But for some reason, last area, I didn't get that. So don't know what's going on there, but quests, main, and it didn't happen this time either. It's really weird, but there we are, the Scorpion of the Red Sand. We will take our extra 10 and get our kills quest. So now we just need to do one more challenge, and we will be chilling, guys. So all we have to do, one more challenge, and of course, we're going to go into Marines Ford. I'm going to do Marines Ford as well on this episode, and the next episode, you guys will see Ghoul. Chances are not the Hollow World, because we 100% cannot beat the Hollow World just yet. I think we're going to have to go back, do some hard mode, do some gem grinding, probably try to aim for Stark, maybe, and then we should be able to defeat Hollow World. But we have to wait and see, and here we are going into Marines Ford, Act 1, the Battleship. It is really, really good that we did get Irwin, because in Marines Ford, if you guys didn't know, we have the boss named Smoka, and Smoka, well, let's just put it this way, he is really fast. So what we're going to need is Irwins in order to kill Smoka. And I think Smoka comes Act 2 or Act 3 if I'm not mistaken. So we will be ready and prepared for that once it comes. And of course, if you guys are liking these longer episodes, instead of having, you know, an episode come out where I only do one area and it's about like 13-ish minutes or something, if you guys are enjoying these longer episodes, I'm going to take a guess that this video is about 20 minutes. It's about 2.5 hours of raw footage. And, you know, I haven't done a lot of commentary, it's just me playing, so chances are this will be about a 20-minute long video. So if you guys like this longer style of Noob to Pro episodes, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and I will for sure in the future make sure I do longer episodes of Noob to Pro. Like, if you enjoy this, next episode I will certainly do the Ghoul area. I will try Hollow, but I'm telling you right now, if I fail on the first area, I'm not even bothering. I'm going to go back and do hard mode, do some infinite, stuff like that, and I will do that all on camera for you guys if you guys want to see that in kind of like a longer episode form. So we are now at wave 15, and we do have our Irwins maxed out. Of course, this isn't the area with Smoka yet, but we're just being prepared. Of course, always having Irwin horses makes it pretty much a guaranteed win, because even if you do let something go through, the horses just continuously spawn, and so it's a great way to kill off bosses or any leaks, stuff like that. So that's why I really wanted Irwin, and I'm really lucky that he did come out. And then we also got Whitebeard with him. Crazy lucky, but yeah. We are going to take down this marine battleship. Just give it a moment, because my horses are my main damage source. So just gotta wait for them to catch up and kill the battleship. And then we will be all over, and we will be able to move on to Act 2. So there we are, we defeated it. We get our first completion bonus. Once again, that's going to be 80 in total. And we do get 25 gems for that. I did notice that killing that battleship does give us 25 gems. And it seems like we're getting 25 gems for this area when we defeat those. So that's really cool. Checking out the challenge, there's 6 minutes left on that one. So we'll wait and see if we can do the next one. But we are going to move on to Marines Fort Act 2, the White Hunter. So the plan is we're just going to do the same idea, just so that when Smoka does come, we have our Irwins ready and we will be a-okay. This could be the area with Smoka. I honestly don't remember what area has Smoka, but just in case, we do have our 3 Irwins maxed out, and we are going to get a Dio time stop. This is just going to make sure that if it is Smoka, we will be a-okay. So we are going to make sure we just have $3,000. I'll make sure I don't go there. There we are. So we're sitting at 8,000. We're gonna see what boss it is. I don't remember. It is Smoka, so we'll be fine. We're gonna quickly buy this time stop so we can get that time stop on Smoka. And of course, like I said, Smoka is just really fast, and that's why you need these Irwins, because when you have Irwin, Smoka will just be easy, right? If you didn't have Irwins right now, Smoka's going through with 11,000 HP, and he is so fast that you're just not gonna stop him. But like I said, Irwins will take care of Smoka, and we will have no problem at all. And for the rest of this area, it should be pretty easy until we get to Kumo. Mainly because Kumo is just kind of fast and is really tanky. So we'll have to see how that goes. But there we are. Have to finish off the flag bearers, and then we will be all done with this area, and we will move on to Act 3. Of course, we have a new challenge that just came out 2 minutes ago. So we will check that out, see if it's a challenge we can do. Even if it's not Starfruit's random, we're still going to do it just for the quest. So we just have to kill off these flag bearers, which is taking longer than I would think. It's taking longer than Smoka. They're pretty buff. They have a decent amount of HP, and of course they are shielding each other with whatever ability that is. I actually have no clue what it is. But yeah, we'll finish these guys off, and we'll move on to the next act. So there we are. We just finished the Act 2. We get our 80 in total, and then we're going to gain our extra 25 from defeating that area. And that will give us 105 gems in total for defeating that, which is a big W, and we will take that. Of course, we're going to check out this challenge and hope it's something we can do. And look at this, absolutely perfect. It's Planet Namek, Act 5, and it's Starfruit's random. So big W there. Of course, we're going to queue up. I hope no one joins me, because I do want to do this solo. Like I said, guys, if this guy joins me, I'm going to leave. I want to make sure that I play this solo, because, it's like, I just don't want to get carried. I don't want anything of that to happen, even though this is an easy area, and it really doesn't matter if I play by myself or not. But yeah, we are going to run this, and we'll see. And because it is a challenge, I'm just going to skip to the end once we defeat it, so I'll see you guys then. Alright, so here we are. We have finished the challenge, 8 minutes, 20 seconds, and we get a red, which it's a rare Starfruit, I believe, but I don't need it for Whitebeard. We got a pink, and we got 1 epic, so that wasn't the best. But now we have completed all of our daily quests, and we're going to get that sweet extra bit of gems, which is a big W. We will claim that, and then we will move on to Act 3 of the new area. Of course, we are now sitting at just about 1,200 gems, which is very good, of course, and we're going to go into the next area. Marines Forward Act 3, we have a few more to go, and this is Kumo, so after we beat Kumo, we should be pretty set. One thing I do want to mention, if you guys are watching this video, make sure you join my Discord server. It is linked down below in the description. My Roblox group and my Twitter are also there in case you guys want to check that out as well. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this video, and we are almost done. We're about halfway through Marines Forward. We're about to hit wave 15. We will defeat Kumo, and then we will be able to move on. Alright, so we got Kumo coming out. We just broke the shield, 25,000 HP, and our Irwins are just gonna absolutely carry. I highly recommend that you guys try to get Irwin when you're doing story mode. If you ever have struggles, save up for that pity and wait for however long you need to get Irwin, because this guy is an absolute carry when it comes to doing story mode, and he's just such a big W. Like, I mean, my only damage has been kind of outputted from these Irwins, and they're 100% carrying me in this game. I'll just place down the Whitebeard here and make this go by a little bit quicker. But yeah, we're gonna have no problems here. We're absolutely gonna crush it, and we will move on to the next area. There we are, Act 3 defeated. We get our 80 in total. We get them devil fruits, which we will be using on our Irwin. And of course, we are going to get that extra 25 gems for defeating the boss. So we will feed up our Irwin, get him as high level as we can, because of course he is the hard carry here. Claim that extra 25 gems, and we do have a new banner in 5 minutes. We still have 2.5 minutes left on this luck pot, so we're actually going to wait. Once again, I'm going to alt F4 and see what it is. But first of all, we are going to feed our boy up to level 35, and I will be back to you guys with the new banner. And of course, that will come with the new challenge, so if it's Starfruits random, we'll 100% do it, trying to stack up some fruits to get our Whitebeard evolved. Alright, so the new banner is about to happen, so we're going to go over to the banner area. And of course, I think we're only rolling if it's Giorno. Of course, we're not going to get a Mythic, so if it's Giorno, we are going to roll maybe Blackbeard. We may roll on Blackbeard as well, but otherwise, I think we're just going to save. So we will wait our 10 seconds, and I highly doubt we'll still have our luck potion next banner, because we do have a little bit of downtime in the lobby. So that is unfortunate, but we did get a Mythic, so I will 100% take that, and I'm really happy we did on our 4th episode, I think. And it is Speedwagon, which is a W. It's Goku Blue, which isn't the worst, and it's a Kainu. So not a terrible banner. Like, it's actually a pretty mid banner, but I don't need any units from there, so we are not going to roll on it. And instead, we're going to check the challenge out. It is Starfruits random, but it is Hidden Sand Village, Act 6. I am 100% going to lose that. So we're not going to bother trying to do that. And instead, we're just going to go Marines Fort, Act 4, the Yellow Monkey. So we're just going to run the same exact thing we have been doing in the past. The Irwins will 100% carry us. So we will skip to the end, wave 15. I'm just going to get my placement down, get my farms down, and then we will go on from there. Here we are. We are on wave 15, and we have the Kizura boss. We should be fine, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this boss, yep, teleports forward like that. So as long as he doesn't teleport through a bunch of my horses, we'll be fine. Like, obviously, he can teleport through a few of my horses, and it won't do anything. But if he, like, perfectly times all of his teleports to just start, like, going through all of my horses, it's probably going to be an issue. So I'm just going to spread out these Dio time stops in case we do run into some sort of issue down the line. We'll be fine though. We have the Dio time stops being able to stall, and then we have the Irwin horses to finish off the boss. So we're going to take care of this boss real quick, and then once we are done with this boss, we'll be moving on to Act 4 if I'm not mistaken, or maybe maybe this is Act 4. I think we're moving on to Act 5. So we just got to kill this flag bearer, and we will be moving on here. So let's just finish him off with this horse real quick. And we will take our 80 gems in total, plus the 25. It's going to be 105 gems, which is a big W. We got 6 devil fruits. That's pretty good. So we're going to go back to the lobby, use those devil fruits on my Irwin, and then we were going to go into the next act. Of course, let's claim our extra 25 gems, and then we're going to use these devil fruits on our Irwin, just trying to get him as high level as we can. Of course, once we get to the Hollows world map, we're going to be gaining a lot of XP. So here we are already on Act 5. So guys, the episode will be over soon. Like I said, I don't know how long this episode is going to be. So far I've been recording for 3 hours raw. So I'm going to edit that down. I think it will be around 20 to 30 minutes, but we'll see. Honestly, it could be shorter because I'm not giving that much commentary. But yeah, here we are, Act 5, and we're going to move on, and then we'll have Act 6. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully we run into no problems. So Act 5, this is going to be the boss who freezes. It's pretty much a stun, but just in the form of a freeze. So anyways, I think we'll be fine with that, because all we're going to have to do, right, is if he does freeze, we'll be fine. We'll have Dio time stop, and then we have the Irwin horses, which don't get affected by the stun, which is a massive W, and we will certainly kill this guy. And then we have Act 6, which is just a really tanky, slow boss, and we should be fine. Once again, with Irwins, they are the biggest carry. So if you don't have him already, you need to go get him. Like, he is such a carry, it's actually crazy. I would highly, highly recommend getting him. So here we are, wave 15, we have the stun bots like I was mentioning. We're just gonna get this time stop up real quick, just in case we do need it. And of course, we'll have that constant influx Irwin horses to make sure we win this. Already down to 45,000 HP, just leaving my Dio range, and now we have all of this track to let our Irwin horses kill him off. So we'll certainly be fine. It's pretty cool because his stun, if you didn't know, his stun actually freezes the horses, but doesn't really do anything. The archer or whoever it is on top of the horse falls off, and then the horse is just standing there pretty still. It's cool. We'll see if it happens. Actually, it might. He's probably going to stun soon. Yeah, there we are. So you can see that the person on top just falls off, and the horse is just like running in place. It looks really weird, but once again, he will run right into the horse even when they are stunned, so it doesn't really like change the damage amount, so nothing happens with it. But we're going to be fine, guys. 13,000 HP left, and we got more horses coming in constantly. we'll be fine. I'll speed up the process just a little bit, get this Whitebeard placed down, make it just go a little bit faster, and then we'll be moving on to Act 6, the final act of today's episode. Victory, we get that sweet 80 gems, combined with the 25 we'll get for defeating the boss, and then we'll move on to the final boss, which I assume will give us 50 gems instead of 25, but I honestly have no clue. And of course, there's going to be 7 more minutes till the new challenge, so we will check that out after we beat Act 6, and we may play it, but if I'm too tired to, we'll probably not, and we'll just end the episode there. So we are going to be moving on to the next area. We are already level 13, guys, and we are going to go on to our last area. Let me just take these fruits, feed the Irwin, and then let's go on to Marines Ford, Act 6. Next episode, we will deal with Ghoul City and try Hollow World, but I know we're gonna lose. So, into Wave 13, and we are letting absolutely everything to get through. We are solely relying on these Irwins to be able to kill them all. This is a little bit worrisome. I'm trying to upgrade my Dios to hopefully get out of this situation, but, you know, we could lose this, and if we do, it is totally my fault for only focusing my Irwins. Like, if I just put a tad bit of money in a Dio or a Whitebeard, you know, this wouldn't have happened. But I have put every single dollar I have made into these Irwins, and I think it is not looking good for me. So we'll have to see how this goes, and hopefully we don't lose. So we have it under control now. I got the Dio time stop, some damage in Dios, and then we just have these Irwins finishing off this battleship. So we've got it under control. I totally just completely forgot about the Dios and was solely going for the Irwins, which kind of backstabbed, but that's alright. We should be good now. I'm gonna get this Dio upgraded a bit and we'll be fine. So the boss is now out. We gotta deal, we just gotta get the boss about halfway before he turns into final form, and that should be pretty easy. I don't think we'll have any issues. I'm gonna sell off these speed carts, and I will get a Whitebeard right here just to make sure nothing goes wrong. And there we are, halfway through, and we turned into the Buddha form. So we should be fine here. It's just 35,000 HP, and our horses are just absolutely going to destroy him. I'm going to mention this for the 3rd time today because of how important it is. Get Irwin if you don't have him. He is the absolute biggest carry when it comes to story when it goes for a legendary. He has his buff, and he has the horses, which absolutely destroy in story mode. You know, these bosses have nothing on a maxed out Irwin. Mine's only level 41, and they already have 2,600 HP. I believe on my main, they have about like 6 or 5,000. I totally could be wrong, don't quote me, but I think it's somewhere around that. The scaling is so much, and there we are. Wave completed, we beat it. So that is Act 6 down. So that is going to be the end of the gameplay for today's episode. We will check out the challenge. I'm not going to do it because I'm so tired. This was 3 hours and 20 minutes recorded raw. So here we are, grab our 25 gems. And now at the end of today's episode, we are sitting at 1,600 gems, and that is not something I can do. So that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the longer style episode. I'll try to do more of those in the future, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.